Hello and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Emily and this is Budgeting Beans. So it occurred to me I've made all of 2 whole videos and I've not gone through what envelopes I have and what I do each month. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to start off by going through each of my binders, what envelopes are in them, and then I'm going to show you... Thanks, Lena. Sorry, that was my kitten. Then I'm going to go through my budgeting layout, what I do each pay period, and how I organize things. So I'm going to start off with my wallet. That would have been seen briefly in my previous video, in my check-in. So I've got a bank envelope. That's just what I use to take any money back to the bank that I've spent money on my card and need to pay back from an envelope or something or other. Then I've got my petrol. This holds my weekly amounts for petrol. Same goes for groceries and spending. I've recently gone shopping, hence all the receipts. I've also got takeaway fund, Helena, which is my kitten, and receipts, which is where all these should be going. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. And not aesthetically. Okay. So that is my wallet. This just comes with me every day to work or grocery store or just anywhere. Next, I have my floral binder. In here holds my monthly amounts. So my petrol, groceries, and spending every pay period. I get paid every 4 weeks. I put each week's amount into here, and then when the end of a week comes up, I'll put it in my wallet. And then I've got TV license. Myself and one of my housemates both like watching live television, so the 2 of us will pay for the TV license. Dentist, it's smart. Heating oil, because we don't have electric heating or anything, we have to pay for the oil separately. Opticians, it's because I'm blind as a bat and I need glasses, so opticians for me. Emergency fund, generally everybody has one, so do I. 1 week ahead, again, generally everybody has one, so I joined the bandwagon. And then wedding, I'm not engaged, but I do have a long-term partner, so I decided to have a wedding fund because I know one day I will want to get married. That's everything in my floral binder. Next up is my marble one. So this one's like my every now and again spending. I don't often buy these items or they don't often come up, so I just keep them in here rather than my wallet. So I've got clothes. This is my personal fund, so it's towards like bigger things that I want rather than like in the moment spending items like I have in my wallet. This is gonna be like, oh, I don't know, like a fancy nice coat from John Lewis. I don't know, something like that. And then I've got hair. I've currently got a no cut hair challenge that I'm doing, as well as a no dye challenge. And I've been doing that for a year now, but my goal mark is 2 years, so next year I want to have a nice big hair cut and color moment go on. Next up is tattoos. I like getting tattoos, it is fun. I have 3 already and I do want to get more. Gifts, these are for birthdays, so at the moment I'm saving up for my dad's, and inside I've got little tabs with various names on them, and after a birthday goes I'll move the tab. This one is my anniversary fund. That is coming up, but that's just to cover like the cost of a meal or something. It's not for anything particularly big. And I've got Christmas and day passes. That's relevant to my place of work, not to anything else. And then finally is my big blue binder. This one is heavily influenced by Intentional Living. I'm a massive fan of Intentional Living. So, ooh, sorry, touch the screen. Yeah, so I have this very much inspired by her. First up is my house deposit envelope. It's my biggest goal. Inside this I've got 3 mini envelopes. So I've got deposits, fees, and decor. I don't really know all that goes into buying a house, but I figured save up sooner rather than later. Next up is car. I do have a nice little Peugeot 108. And for this fund I've got emergency, car tax, car maintenance, and car insurance. Next up is holidays. In holidays, I have like vacations. So I've got a Scotland trip coming up, so that's for Scotland. I want to go to Disney in a couple years, so Disney. I want to visit the US because I've got family living there, and it's a good one to have. And then I've got emergency because I couldn't think of another holiday, so I wrote down emergency. However, I do have a holiday to Center Parcs in July, so when I start saving for that, I'm gonna stuff it in emergency. But for right now, my priority is Scotland because I'll be there in April. Next up is seasonal spending, again, inspired by Intentional Living. And in here, I've got each of the seasons, but I don't often stuff that. I did it because I liked it, not because it's a smart thing to have. Next is another holidays one, but this one is for like, that wasn't a good sound. Yeah, so this is for like Easter, Valentine's, Halloween, and Thanksgiving. I am based in the UK, however, I am a dual citizen, so my family does personally celebrate Thanksgiving and the 4th of July. Next up is my cat fund. This just covers her vet's bills, collars, treats, toys, and emergency. And I've only stuffed into vets so far. She is only 6 months old though, so I've got time to build that up. Next I've got a buffer, which, to be fair, I have a buffer in every single one of my envelope binders, but I've still yet to stuff it. And then I've got a notes challenge. The notes challenge will only get stuffed at the end of a week from my wallet, and it's only if I have a leftover note, not like midweek and I just feel like stuffing it, or I don't pre-plan out money to stuff in here. So that's all I keep in there. Oh, actually, I do stuff future money in here, and then I move it to another private binder because I'm not really wanting that to be out in public. But that is my only other envelope that's not visible. So that's all of my envelopes, and now I'm going to show you my budget and how I personally do things. So I do it on my iPad. I've got the iPad Pro 2020 edition. This was the first major purchase that I made, having done the cash stuffing method, and I'm immensely proud of it. I did get the Apple Pencil, the case, and a screen protector when buying all of this. Probably shouldn't have shown my password just then, but I just did. So this is what my budget looks like. I have made it myself, as with all the envelopes that you've just seen. So these are all my bills. I've got rent, council tax, electric, water, Wi-Fi, and then I also pay a bill for HP Instant Ink, and my contacts I have on a monthly subscription, so I also include that. Then I've got my wallet. It has all things mentioned earlier, in addition to lunches, which I pay for on my card as the place I work is cashless. Next up is my spenders. You saw that earlier as well. Sports, clothing, personal, hair, tattoo, gifts, anniversary, Christmas, and day passes. Next up is my low priority, as they are either yearly or not even that. So TV license, dentist, heating oil, opticians, emergency, 1 week ahead, and wedding. And then my favorite one is my high priority, being house, car, holidays, seasonal activities, holidays with a ghost, cat, future, and debt. I personally don't have any credit card debts or anything. However, I can be irresponsible with my money, so I tend to owe myself money quite frequently. And then I include the date and the amount I've got that pay. I do get cash tips at my job, so every now and again I do write in my tips. However, it's been a hot minute since I've received that. And I also have the 100 envelope challenge, and so I do include that there. And then I use this to do a cash breakdown before I go to the bank, and I'll just hand them a piece of paper explaining what denominations I want. And this is roughly what my next pay will look like. So I've got really random amounts in there. So like my car fund's getting 168, but my house is getting £100. Whereas ideally I'd have 250 going towards the house. I don't think that's going to be achievable for me for a while, just because of the number of holidays I want to take. Which I know is a bad thing, but I also like to put a lot towards my challenge, so yeah. This will change, however, once I've received my pay slip and I know how much I'm being paid. So yeah, that is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't talk too fast, because I feel like I did. And yeah, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, whatever floats your boat. And I will see you in another video. Bye!